Mouth tape. Some people actually tape their mouths shut before bed. Sounds insane, but this weird little sleep hack is blowing up because for some people, it actually works. The theory is simple. Humans are designed to breathe through their noses, not their mouths. Nasal breathing filters the air, humidifies it, and helps your body absorb oxygen more efficiently. It also stabilizes your tongue and jaw, which can reduce snoring and stop your brain from waking up every hour thinking you're choking. Mouth breathing? That's linked to dry mouth, lower oxygen levels, restless sleep, and waking up feeling like you ran a marathon in your dreams. So mouth taping does one thing. It forces nasal breathing while you sleep. And for a lot of people, that means deeper sleep, less snoring, and fewer middle-of-the-night wake-ups. Some even notice better focus the next day. But here's where things get sticky. There's not much long-term research. Doctors warn it can be risky if you have sleep apnea, chronic congestion, or blocked nasal passages. And let's be honest, taping your mouth shut feels like something your enemies would do, not your wellness routine. Still, for some people, it works surprisingly well. Better sleep, less snoring, and way less drool on the pillow. Gut-brain axis. You don't just have one brain, you have a second one in your gut. It doesn't think, it doesn't dream, it just digests food and tells your real brain how to feel. Here's the simple version. Your gut has its own nervous system, and it sends constant signals to your brain through something called the vagus nerve. That's the superhighway between your stomach and your mind. Food becomes feeling, and those signals are heavily influenced by your microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your intestines. Feed them junk, they promote inflammation, brain fog, low motivation, and anxiety. Feed them fiber, fermented foods, and plant compounds, they help produce neurotransmitters that support focus, calm, and emotional balance. Here's the wild part. Over 90% of your body's serotonin is made in your gut, not your brain. So when people say they feel like garbage after a weekend of junk food, they're not being dramatic. They're neurochemically correct. It's not all in your head. Sometimes it's in your stomach. Face plunge. Everyone's obsessed with ice baths. Wake up at 5 a.m., sit in freezing water, post about discipline. Cool. But if all you want is fast relief from stress or mental overload, you don't need a bathtub full of suffering. You need your face. Here's what's actually happening. Your body has an ancient survival switch called the mammalian dive reflex. It's what kicks in when your face hits cold water. Your heart rate slows. Blood flow shifts inward. Your nervous system gets the message. You're underwater. Calm down. It's automatic. No motivation required. And unlike cold plunges, you don't have to shock your entire body to get the effect. Just your face. The process is simple. Cold water in a bowl. Quick inhale. Face in for 10 to 30 seconds. That's it. For many people, stress drops almost immediately. Thoughts slow. Breathing deepens. That tight, wired feeling starts to loosen. Not because you're tough, just cold water reminding your brain who's in charge. Red light therapy. It sounds fake, like something you'd find next to healing crystals and Himalayan salt lamps. But surprisingly, this one actually has science behind it. Red light therapy, also called photobiomodulation, uses low-wavelength red or near-infrared light to penetrate your skin and tissues. That light hits your cells, specifically your mitochondria. Those are the tiny power plants that make energy inside your body. More mitochondrial energy means faster repair, reduced inflammation, and better cellular function. Translation: your body recovers quicker. Some studies link red light therapy to improved skin tone, increased collagen, less joint pain, faster muscle recovery, and also suggest a potential increase in testosterone levels with consistent use around the torso. And yes, some people even use it down there. Basically, it helps your cells do their jobs better. But here's the reality check. This isn't magic. It won't give you abs. It won't reverse aging overnight. And blasting yourself with random Amazon panels for 45 minutes a day won't turn you into a superhero. A lot of the hype online goes way beyond the actual research. Still, used properly, short sessions, correct wavelengths, reasonable expectations, red light therapy might be one of the more legit tools in the biohacking world. Not because it's trendy, because sometimes your cells just need better light. Creatine. For years, it's been trapped in gym culture, protein shakes, loading phases, guys arguing in locker rooms. But here's what most people miss. Creatine isn't just a muscle supplement, it's a brain supplement. Your brain burns a ridiculous amount of energy every single day. Thinking, focusing, remembering. All of it runs on ATP, your body's energy currency. Creatine helps recycle ATP, which means your cells recharge faster. That's great for muscles, but it's also great for neurons. Multiple studies show creatine can support working memory, reduce mental fatigue, and improve cognitive performance, especially when you're sleep-deprived or under stress. Unlike most so-called brain boosters, this isn't some fringe compound. Creatine is one of the most researched supplements on the planet, with a long track record of safety and real physical and cognitive benefits. There's even early research exploring creatine for depression, ADHD, and certain neurological conditions. So no, it won't turn you into a genius overnight. But if your brain runs on energy, and creatine improves energy availability, you do the math. Breathwork. Forget meditation apps. Forget expensive retreats. If you want to change your mood, your focus, or your nervous system in under a minute, start with your breath. Because how you breathe tells your brain how to behave. Fast, shallow chest breathing signals danger. Slow, deep breathing signals safety. Your nervous system listens, and it adjusts instantly. That's why breathwork isn't wellness fluff anymore. It's used by athletes, special forces, and trauma therapists. Same lungs, same biology, different outcomes. Some breathing patterns wake you up, others calm you down. For example, box breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4 again. Lowers stress and quiets racing thoughts. The physiological sigh, a quick double inhale followed by a long, slow exhale, can reset your stress response almost immediately. Alternate nostril breathing has been shown to support cognitive control and mental balance. You're walking around with a built-in control panel for your nervous system, and most people never touch it. Maybe you should. Morning sunlight. Forget coffee. Forget emails. If you want to wake your brain and body in under 10 minutes, start with sunlight. Your body runs on a clock, your circadian rhythm, and that clock is set by the sun. When natural light hits your eyes in the morning, a chain reaction begins. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, shuts down. Cortisol rises the way it's supposed to, and your brain starts counting down to when you'll feel sleepy later that night. It's like pressing reset on your internal clock. Miss that signal? Your sleep drifts. Your energy gets weird. Your focus feels off. And no, indoor lighting doesn't count. Even bright room lights are a fraction of outdoor light. Cloudy day? Still stronger. The fix is simple. Step outside within the first hour of waking, 5 to 10 minutes. Look toward the sky, not directly at the sun. Just let the light in. It sounds too basic to matter, but sometimes the most powerful upgrades aren't complicated. They're just forgotten. Sleep cycle. Ever get a full 8 hours and still wake up feeling half awake? Yeah, that's not bad sleep. That's bad timing. Here's what's happening. Your brain doesn't sleep in one long block. It moves in cycles. Light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep. About every 90 minutes, the cycle repeats. Wake up during light sleep, you feel alert. Wake up during deep sleep, you feel wrecked. Same number of hours, completely different outcome. That groggy, heavy, zombie feeling, that's called sleep inertia. It happens when your alarm yanks you out of deep sleep like a fire drill. So yes, total sleep matters, but timing matters more. Just count backward in 90-minute blocks. Need to wake up at 6 a.m.? Aim to fall asleep around 10:30 p.m. or midnight. Both land you near the end of a sleep cycle instead of the middle. And sometimes, you might even feel better on slightly less sleep, as long as you wake up at the right moment. So if you liked watching this, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.